Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Where there is love, there is life. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The future depends on what you do today. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Each night, when I go to sleep, I die, and the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. Strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from an indomitable will. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. Remember that all through history, there have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Always. In doing something, do it with love, or never do it at all. To my mind, the life of a lamb is no less precious than that of a human being. I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. Each one has to find his peace from within, and peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. If we are to reach real peace in the world, we shall have to begin with the children. Our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. What barrier is there that love cannot break? There is no such thing as too insane, unless others turn up dead due to your actions. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. I cannot teach you violence, as I do not myself believe in it. I can only teach you not to bow your heads before anyone, even at the cost of your life. Fearlessness is the first requisite of spirituality. Cowards can never be moral. The world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. Liberty and democracy become unholy when their hands are dyed red with innocent blood. It's easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. There would be nothing to frighten you if you refuse to be afraid. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it at the beginning. Truth resides in every human heart, and one has to search for it there, and to be guided by truth, as one sees it. But no one has a right to coerce others to act according to his own view of truth. Every worthwhile accomplishment, big or little, has its stages of drudgery and triumph, a beginning, a struggle, and a victory.